My uncle said a long time ago, he said, son, nephew, that thing between a woman's legs is a powerful thing, son. It's a powerful thing, boy. All right, after some unseen circumstances, finally, I was able to watch one battle after another. The new Paul Thomas Anderson joint, starring DiCaprio, my main man, and the legendary Sean Penn, and the sexy Teyana Taylor. Oh, Regina Hall's in there too. I used to have a crush for Regina Hall as well. So this movie here, well, you know what? Because being this movie's been out for a little bit, I feel the need to skip the whole non-spoiler shit to just get right down to the nitty-gritty about this movie, man. There's some thoughts that I have about this movie, but let me do the right thing here. It's about this group of revolutionaries called the French 75. All right, they're like the new Black Panthers, and they're all about social justice and doing the right thing for society, stuff that drives the right wing crazy. I can see a lot of right-wingers shitting on this movie, calling it woke and all that stuff, and but that doesn't bother me, man. I mean, there's some wokeness in here. I don't like to even say wokeness because that's something that the right took and flipped it and used it as a detriment. You know what I'm saying? Because people forget that woke was a term created to talk about how people are waking up to the bullshit of the world, right? But then the right took it and said, no, we're going to turn this into a negative thing, being woke. Fuck them. Anyways, DiCaprio and Teyana Taylor, they're a couple. They're madly in love. But Teyana Taylor's character is all about the revolution. She's all about completing her missions, right? And DiCaprio wants to have a family. He wants to do the family thing. He ain't with this shit no more. So they have this little mixed baby, right? And at the same time, she's screwing the Colonel, played by Sean Penn, who steals this movie. Sean Penn is the reason to watch this movie. And no diss against DiCaprio, that's my man. He's the reason why I wanted to watch this, and he did a great job too. Don't get me wrong, DiCaprio did a great job, even though his character was pussy. But Sean Penn is the one that steals this movie. He is brilliant. If he don't get the Oscar win, at least get the Oscar nomination. He killed in this role as your boy. What was his name? Steve Trapjaw or Lockjaw. I think, yeah, Steve Lockjaw. I'll never forget that name. So she gets this little fling with him too, right? In a weird, awkward situation where she got him at gunpoint, but for whatever reason, she tells him to get it up. And he's able to get it up at will. And I said, damn, haven't been able to do that in a while. But so anyways, it becomes this whole cat and mouse game after that. The whole crew gets taken out. Teyana Taylor is the rat. And then we fast forward years later, their daughter's grown now, and here we have our story. So here's what I gotta say about this movie, man, right? And I find it kind of funny. This is probably the first time ever that I've seen a film where it's a sister, right? Black woman juggling two baby daddies that are white, right? Two potential baby daddies, all right? All right, because, I'm going into spoilers now, right? So if you have not seen this movie, stop it, come back, and let's talk about it, man. I'm going into spoilers. So she got these two dudes, right, who could potentially be the baby daddy, and both of them white, and both of them are crazy about her. But one white guy has to be secretly in love with her because he's trying to get into this secret society organization, this elite white club, but he can't get in there if he have a half black daughter. So he has to get her, and if she is his daughter, then he has to dispose of her because that's not allowed. So even though he does dig this black chick, he probably loves her more than DiCaprio does, but he can't be with her, right? I've never seen this shit before, so Teyana Taylor is kind of the villain of this movie because everything that happens is because of what she did or as a result of what she did. That's not really my issue though. This happens every day, all day, all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's not just sisters. White women do this shit too. It's just women. Period. Women. Period. Man. My uncle said a long time ago. He said, "Son, nephew, that thing between a woman's legs is a powerful thing, son. It's a powerful thing, boy. Like majority of the niggas that's in prison is because of a woman. You know what I'm saying? We can't live with y'all. We can't live without y'all. Can't kill you. But anyways." Here's my issue with this movie, y'all. All right, here's my issue with this movie. I don't know. I kept thinking Commando when I was watching this, right? How the daughter gets kidnapped and then the father has to be on a mission now to get his daughter back and to show motherfuckers that I don't play about my child. You know, that's one thing about fathers. We say, you know what? We don't play about our child. We don't play about our baby, right? So I thought that DiCaprio was going to be on that shit, because when he was talking to the daughter's friends, he was like kind of roughing them up. I said, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That is a father. That's what he's supposed to be. But then for the rest of the movie, he kind of becomes a doofus. He kind of becomes like that caricature of a father that just does a lot of dumb shit, clumsy as hell, poses no threat. You know, there's even a part where he has Sean Penn in his sights to shoot him, and he misses. I'm like, this has got to be the worst father I've seen on screen ever. You know what I mean? When you think about Commando, right? Commando fucked a lot of niggas up, and then by the end, he got his daughter back. You know, you watch Taken. You know, Taken, that, Liam Neeson had everybody shook. He was the boogeyman to get his child back. Okay, you take a movie like Ransom with Mel Gibson. You know, give me back my son. He ain't played. All right, I just thought about Lethal Weapon when they took Danny Glover's daughter. Bad mistake. You felt no, like, about halfway through the movie, I said, okay, I see where this is going. DiCaprio's character is as dumb as he is, as clumsy as he is, as goofy as he is, as dim-witted as he is, right? But it's still Leonardo DiCaprio. He can't give a bad performance if he tries. So even though his character is dumb, he played the hell out of that dumb character. So this is no diss to his performance, man. But his character was just fucking idiotic. And he served no purpose. Like, you could have took DiCaprio out of this movie and it still would have had the same results. Kind of like if you take Indiana Jones out of Raiders of the Lost Ark, it would have been nothing, because, you know, what happened would have still happened without him being in there. That's DiCaprio in this movie. So by the end, he doesn't kill not one bad guy. His daughter proves to be more badass than he is, you know, because the daughter goes through a lot of shit. And then by the end, now she's the revolutionary. She's the badass. She's the one that can kick a lot of ass. And DiCaprio is like a lazy dad on the couch trying to figure out his cell phone. I'm pretty sure some of you are going to come after me, but this is just the way I see it. I'm like, dog, you make dads look bad, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not the most badass motherfucker in the world, but if somebody kidnaps my child, either one of my children, I'm turning into John Matrix. I'm turning into Liam Neeson. I'm turning into Danny Glover from Lethal Weapon. You know, don't fuck with my child. All right, Arnold in True Lies when he took his daughter, okay? So even the climax was leading up to the showdown between DiCaprio and Sean Penn, right? And then that got derailed by what happened to Sean Penn. And like I said, Sean Penn is the best part of this movie. Actually, my favorite part of this joint, right, is at the very end, right, after he gets his face blown to pieces, right? And he's looking like your boy from Hannibal, and he's sitting there telling him, giving him the reason why he got with a black girl. He called it reverse rape. He was reverse rape. I got to use that shit one day, man. But yeah, so we got no face off. It wasn't between them. It was between the girl and the guy that killed Sean Penn. And yeah. So like I said, like I'm not. There's some wokeness in this movie, but I'm not going to be that guy to say, yeah, because of the woke shit kind of ruined it, man. This movie was still good. They could have trimmed off about a good 30, 40 minutes off of it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the movie was a little too damn long, but everybody did their thing. You know, even Benicio del Toro, as quirky as he is, man, he did pretty good here. And the girl that played the daughter, I thought she did a phenomenal job. You know what I'm saying? She was the damsel in distress and the badass all at the same time. She was Sarah Connor, right? But even Sarah Connor had to have a Kyle Reese to at least fight for her a little bit. You know, DiCaprio had no chance to even show that I'm that dad that don't play. He never had that moment. You know, the climax, when he finally shows up, he shows up too late. He shows up when the cops usually show up at the end of an action movie and they missed everything, right? He came at that point. So when the daughter had the gun pointed at him, you know, it's almost like, what do I need you for? Like, I did this by myself, and now you want to come? She should have shot his ass in the leg. Not even her damn daddy. So, yeah, man. So what I got out of this movie, Tiana Taylor character ain't shit. She was the cause of all this bad stuff. DiCaprio was a sorry waste of a dad. I mean, but the brother tried. I mean, I give it to him. At least he did try, but he was just so damn dumb. Benicio del Toro, I need his coolness in every situation, because no matter what, he was always as cool as a cucumber. And Sean Penn deserves an Oscar nomination at least. So that's what I got out of this movie. I'm not the biggest Thomas, what's his name? Thomas Anderson fan. I think I said his name wrong. But anyways, this movie was cool. I dug it. And I'll give this a B plus. At first it was like, cause there was a portion where it was fast paced. There was a lot of shit going on. The whole thing with where I keep calling him, where Lockjaw was hunting after DiCaprio, right? Like that whole shit was crazy, right? But then sometimes the movie did kind of come to a halt where I was taking little 5-second naps here and there, but then I would wake up when Sean Penn was on screen because he was just that good. So yeah, B plus is what I give it. What do you guys think about what's the name of this movie again? One thing after another, one battle after another. Comment fully below. Do you think I'm tripping about DiCaprio being the worst cinematic dad you've ever seen? It with the movie, like I said, with the movie ending with her being a revolutionary now like her mama, and DiCaprio just sitting there chilling, I'm like, dog, this is so anticlimactic. But whatever, man. Comment fully below if you like it, dig this content, like and subscribe, notification bell in the corner. This is Rashad G signing out. See you in the next video.